It's a nice hot summer day and I'm going to grill some cauliflower steaks on the Blackstone griddle. Check it out. There seems to be so many nice things we can do with this griddle. We used it for breakfast this morning and now we're going to use it for a side dish. Alright, so we're just going to heat the griddle up, and all we do to start it, so easy. Today I'm going to cook cauliflower by cutting it into cauliflower steaks, and I'm going to season it with some olive oil, some honey, some lemon, some lemongrass, crushed red pepper, and smoky paprika. Let me show you how I'm going to cut the cauliflower into steaks while the griddle's heating up. Okay, now the cauliflower is washed, of course. We're just going to cut out the core and the big leaves that are attached. But you don't want to cut out so much of the core that it would fall apart. So that's why we have to do it carefully. Just take part of this off because we want to keep the center intact. Something like that. And then any extra leaves that you see in there, get them off too. Okay, that looks great. Now the bigger your head of cauliflower, the easier it's going to be to get a nice thick piece for the steaks. So I like to start with cutting the center piece and seeing what we get from there. Now all the pieces that fall off are going to be perfect for another cauliflower dish. But what we want in the middle is this whole piece to stay together. And I'm going to make it pretty thick because I don't want everything to fall apart. Now look at that. Isn't that nice? That's a beautiful steak. It's pretty thick. Imagine. It'll take a little while to cook it. So let's get our sauce ready. Alright, I'm going to start by pouring lemon juice from this lemon into the measuring cup. Squeeze the lemon into the measuring cup in both halves. And we might have a little bit of, I've got a couple of seeds in there, so scoop them out. Alright, we're going to pour in a cup, about a tablespoon of olive oil. And then I'm going to pour about a quarter cup of honey. Alright, we're going to add seasoning, smoked paprika. About a teaspoon of that. And we'd like some crushed red pepper. I'm going to add about a quarter teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Now we have this nice stalk of lemongrass. And I'm going to push everything aside here, and I'm just going to cut. I'm going to cut very small, tiny slices. Kind of like a scallion would be sliced. Only this is a little bit more firm than a scallion. Boy, you can smell this fragrant lemon. You can smell the nice fragrant lemon. We'll pop that in there. And let's stir it around. The paprika makes it a lovely color. Nice to season this cauliflower steak. Alright, now we're going to put this right on the griddle right now, so let's go over there. I'm going to take my nice cauliflower steak and lay it right on the griddle. I'm going to add a little water to steam it right now. While that's steaming, I'm just going to take my mixture that we made here with the honey and lemongrass, pepper. We're going to brush that on. Let it start to drizzle in through all the pieces of cauliflower. And I'm going to make sure we coat the outside too. Flavor everywhere on this thing. How's that look? You can start to smell it. The paprika and the hot peppers. Okay. You're going to let the cauliflower grill a little bit and start to soften up. I'm going to turn it over and coat the other side. You can see that a lot of the sauce did go through to the other side. I'm going to start brushing this on the side. I want the lemongrass to get on there and down into the cracks because it's a pretty tough vegetable, and I wanted to make sure that it starts to cook too, because it would be tough to chew if it's not cooked a little bit. And we'll let that simmer. While it's cooking, every so often I like to add a little swig of water here and let the steam come up through the cauliflower, help it cook a little faster. Now I reserved a little bit of the lemon that I can squirt on to the plate at the end. And I reserved a little bit of the honey and lemon mixture that I can brush on to the steak when it's on the plate. See how flexible it's starting to get a little flexible there, indicating that it's almost done. And this side too looks beautiful. Now cook this to your preference. Cook this to your preference if you like your vegetables to be a little tender, very tender, or slightly tender. I like mine to be a little bit crunchy. It's what I like the best. Let's steam it a little more. As you can see, all the juices around it are nicely colored dark brown too, so oh my god, the flavor. Okay, I'm going to cut the heat. I think this looks wonderful. And it's very tender. Now you can see how the florets are flexible now. This is perfect to eat. Okay, let's get it on a plate. Alright, the griddle's cooling down. Let's get this on a plate. Oh, and we'll put the sauce on now. I'll take you to the table. We want to make sure that we brush the rest of the sauce on so we get all the flavors we can. Okay, let's just have a little taste of this. Nice and tender. Golden brown. Oh my goodness. You will love that combination. Lemony plus sweet plus hot. All at once, and it's so delicious. Great side dish. And you can also do this with all the extra pieces also, but you could continue and grill all the extra pieces if you don't have plans for the rest of the cauliflower, or you can cut this steak up and share it with someone. So nice. Thanks for watching.